You'd better wait here.
Are you waiting? The others have not arrived.
You will keep in the background, but the others must strike.
Mallow Hall at 2. Yes, sir. Mallow Hall at 2.
Thank you, lady. Thank you, lady.
Piper! Extra!
Paper. Mallow Hall at 2.
Piper!
Give it out, lady, a copper. Mallow Hall at 2.
Hey, cabby! Thanks, sir. Mallow Hall at 2.
Remarkable the strides that science is making these days.
Yes, I've heard of a new death ray. But this is called...
They're in Palinka and Erlini.
I am sorry, we are so late.
Dr. Marshall.
It's quite all right, Baron. Gentlemen, the League of Nations has arranged this meeting for the purpose of demonstrating an invention, which, Sir James Blake assures us, will end all wars. Sir James' retirement from Scotland Yard to assist in the perfection of this invention by his niece and Mr. Sheehan is characteristic of his efforts to promote peace among the peoples of the world.
You turn the car around for our getaway to London.
Right.
To assist in this demonstration, the Admiralty has placed at Sir James' disposal an obsolete battleship. will be no lives sacrificed. The ship is radio controlled. This radio controlled ship, under the eyes of His Majesty's airmen, is cruising between 150 and 200 miles off Land's End. Mr. Sheehan has agreed to sight this ship in his visual finder and destroy it.
Why, it seems impossible.
Incredible. Well, Jerry, this is where we take over.
Will you explain the details as I work it?
Righto. Gentlemen, if you will watch this visual glass, you may observe the operation. The instrument first sends out a magnetic beam directed by a series of elevators. Under certain conditions, this beam becomes visual. The magnetic beam stops the progress of the target, as you will observe. Then, within 10 seconds, the explosion follows.
Longitude 6 degrees west, latitude 50-30 north. It was a perfect hit. Ship sinking fast.
Longitude 6 degrees west, latitude 50-30 north. It was a perfect hit. The ship is sinking fast.
Correct.
Put me through to Mallow Hall.
Mallow Hall. Sir James speaking. You, Admiral. Excuse me, Doctor.
Admiral Brandon speaking.
My dear, I'm as anxious as you and Jerry that it will work perfectly.
It still seems incredible. The observer reports that it was a perfect hit at 190 miles. The ship is sinking rapidly. This makes navies passé.
Standing armies will be a thing of the past.
Ammunition stocks will drop to nothing.
I heard it all, Uncle Jimmy. Isn't it grand? I say, old prune, that's showing them.
May I share?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you indeed.
Very kind of you.
You make us the greatest nation in the world with this invention.
My uncle financed the perfection of this invention only on the condition that it become the property of the League of Nations.
His desire is to end wars.
No nation shall have an exclusive claim on it. Every country, great or small, shall feel safe to pursue its development unmolested.
We must dispose of our ammunition stock before the news becomes known.
The bottom will fall out of our market.
That little machine will do away with our organization.
Doubtless you appreciate the necessity for every precaution.
I've warned Sir James his life will pay if this news reaches the wrong quarters.
Gentlemen, I've taken means to that end.
It was a magnificent demonstration.
Thank you, Baron. Good afternoon, sir.
No wars, no espionage.
Uncle Jimmy,
Yes?
we'll show 'em we can dish it out, eh?
Dish it out. What does that mean in proper English?
Well, Jerry says that's American slang for blasting them out of your way.
I shall have to talk to Jerry. I'm afraid he's corrupting your English.
Count Basso and the Scorpion will make a fortune out of ammunition stocks when we secure that invention.
Yeah, but our job is to secure the invention.
The Scorpion. Again, eh? Count Basso. We mustn't forget those names, Bobby.
Get the machine in the safe, quickly, and get Bobby upstairs. Jerry, come with me.
Bobby!
Oh, Doctor, I want you to help Hope. I'm depending on you to keep the children out of danger.
Righto, Jimmy.
Bobby to his room, and then call the yard.
Of course. Come on, folks.
Oh, Dr. Marshall, please let me go.
Telephone wires are all cut. What's going wrong?
I wish I knew.
Master Robert, Dr. Marsh ordered you not to leave your room, sir.
What kind of an aid do you expect me?
I
I can help Uncle Jimmy. Now, clear out.
Oh,
I'm coming through.
No, you can't, sir.
Bobby, I'm sure Uncle Jimmy can take care of those men. He must come up to your room. Come on.
But Dr. Marshall, that isn't cricket.
Come on.
Doesn't it need it? Oh, Uncle Jimmy.
All right, Jerry.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like my neck.
Jerry! When I saw you fall, I thought you'd be killed.
Well, it was nice of you to worry about me, Hope, but I landed on my head, but I didn't feel it very much.
Oh, stop, you're kidding.
Bobby! Bobby, come back here! Bobby, listen here, young man. Come here. Bobby!
Jerry, that was an awful fall. Uncle Jimmy, I could have helped, but Daggett and Dr. Marshall prevented me.
Well, thank you, Dr. Marshall. Well, let's take a look and see if Hope's timely use of the machine has left any of the intruders. Come on, Bobby.
Jerry, who were those men?
Jimmy says they're a group of international spies working under the leadership of a man known as the Scorpion, the most dangerous menace to peace in Europe.
A few more rough jobs like this, and I'll find honest employment.
You know, I've always felt a woman had the worst of it. But it changed my mind after looking you fellas over.
Say, that fellow Blake gave my arm one twist, and I thought it was torn from my shoulder.
Remain here while I telesight Count Basso in Paris.
Yes, sir.
Scorpion. You will remain here until I return. I must destroy that invention.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm glad that's over.
Are we guarded from the outer world, Uncle Jimmy?
Completely, my dear. Anyone touching the gates or the spikes of the fence surrounding Mallow Hall will be jolly well shaken up.
What he means, Jerry, is that they'll be knocked flat on their face.
If you don't return to the use of proper English, your sister refuses to remain on speaking terms with me.
Using your interest to curb my slang education here, well, I must say that isn't quick.
But a very effective method, Bobby.
Quite. And knowing you're completely guarded is most restful. By the way, have we any constables about the place?
No, I feel fairly certain we can deliver the invention to Geneva before the news of it becomes generally known.
Did you find him?
No, I've checked every hideout I know. Anything more from Segaloff?
Yes. Must have invention to prove its worth. Do not destroy it as previously instructed.
I see Segaloff's trick now. The Scorpion should destroy the invention. Segaloff would try to welch on his promise.
Then we must secure the invention before the Scorpion can destroy it.
Remember, the Scorpion ordered us to stay here.
But the Scorpion doesn't know Segaloff's trick. He'll be grateful when he learns that we've saved him.
We'll work out the plan of attack on the way. Shove off.
must secure Blake's invention at once. Come along. No. I feel quite sure that none of the family know that we built this house.
What's the matter? Quiet, Jerry. We have some prowlers below after your invention.
Sir James will not permit harm to come to the children. I have to stay in the background. Second and third door.
Now, be reasonable, gentlemen, please. Steady.
No thoughts of defeat in this project. We'll turn that invention over to us intact. Or...
No, Uncle Jimmy! No! Don't, Uncle!
You leave me no alternative. He goes with us to demonstrate the invention. What? Inside. Oh, you can't do that. There's no air in that boat. That's your highlight. Here, up with that boat. Let's get out here. Check the servants' quarters. Over here.
Well, I hope to get some air in here. Now, remain quiet, Hope. Any effort will only shorten your time.
Turn that machine on Mallow Hall and destroy it.
Don't give over.
Get out, quickly. I'll take care of you, sister. Come on.
No. She's all right, Bobby. Only fainted. Turn those lights on, quickly. Hurry.
Good heavens, Sir James.
Why, word. What is wrong? Dr. Marshall, have a look at Hope, will you? She's had a very bad shock. Bobby, see if you can get Scotland Yard on the wireless.
Yes,
Hurry.
sir. Sir, but the wireless has been damaged.
Get Hope to bed, Jimmy. I'll phone the police in the nearest call booth. Right. Try and find Jerry Sheehan, Daggett.
Yes, sir. Don't try anything, Sheehan. We don't want to harm you until you've shown us how to work your death ray.
Yes? Mr. Sheen is not in the house, sir.
Jerry, what's happened to him?
There, now, don't get excited. We'll take care of Jerry. Have the ground searched, Daggett.
Yes, Sir James.
If they've carried off Jerry and have the death ray, they'll kill him.
They won't harm Jerry. They'll be unable to operate the ray. Anticipating this theft, I took the precaution of removing this vital part of the machine.
The radium. The ray is harmless without it.
Exactly. I shall put this tube in a safe place and be ready for the Scorpion when he returns for it. You'd better stay in your room till the police arrive.
better leave for London. Perhaps we'll find orders there from the chief. You had your orders, all of you, and disobeyed them.
But we had to.
We got this, the death ray. Untie him. Train that machine on Mallow Hall.
Sorry. That wouldn't be what you Johnnies call cricket.
Secret of the invention. Later, they removed it from the machine.
Place it in the machine.
All right.
Bring that one to London.
Watch all airports and terminals. Have all private planes grounded for examination. Right.
No news at all, Inspector?
Nothing yet.
Come on, hold this. We can find a clue. Uncle Jimmy showed me how to take fingerprints.
You will keep us informed, Inspector.
Yes, indeed.
Your front duchess.
Thank you.
Read those.
Perfect imitation. Sir James might have written it himself.
We are meeting Count Vassal Segeloff in Paris, where he will take over the death ray.
Then you want the girl brought there?
Drake has been disposed of. And with she and a prisoner, we need only Miss Mason to ensure that the machine will not be duplicated.
Oh.
A blind beggar outside, sir, said to give you this.
Oh, I'm too busy to see it. Have the man come in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and bring me the file on Count Basil Segeloff.
Yes, sir. This way, my man.
Sit down.
Thank you. I've got a bit of news for you, sir. It's about Sir James Blake.
can find plenty of Uncle Jimmy's fingerprints. Yours, Jerry, but I can't.
Bobby! I wonder who she is.
She's a swell looker.
Bobby.
Well, that's what Jerry said about you.
Horrible.
Miss Hopeland? Yes, from Sir James.
Thank you. Will you pardon me?
Surely.
I'll be with you in a moment. Bobby, I'm going to Paris.
Huh?
Read this.
Count Basil Segalov. Possible headquarters, Café Julot, Paris, France.
Yes. I think I can assume that. Café Julot.
These are not Uncle Jimmy's fingerprints. I don't believe he wrote it. Put me through to Scotland Yard.
Inspector Henderson speaking. Yes. Yes, Bobby.
Where is Sir James?
Dead, fortunately. Can you trust this girl, Julot?
As though it were her own life that was at stake.
Let me talk to you.
Got the Mason girl?
Yes. Where's the chief?
I am here. Has Count Basil arrived?
Word was sent to him. He should be here at any moment.
waiting for you, sir.
Count Basil Sigalov.
Madame, who is known as the Scorpion. And this is the inventor. Release him. If we are to demonstrate, it must be done by...
You cannot.
Who is this impostor?
Sir, we shall see which is the impostor.
I fear your death ray was a hoax. But James has proved to be an active corpse.
He will speak presently, and then you shall see. Send water to revive him.
What are you going to do?
What have you learned, Mimi?
Sir James is alive, mademoiselle.
Thank heaven. And the other? Mr. Sheehan.
We dance now, Mimi.
We have discovered that we placed in the machine a harmless ray. Your safety depends upon your instant disclosure of the hiding place of the genuine tube.
My life is not important. The tube is safely hidden at Mallow Hall.
the girl. She will pay much English gold.
Silence.
Either speak at once, or I will bring Miss Mason here. You will be a witness to the means I have of making her speak.
All right. Free my hands so that I can use your wireless. Calling G5X1. Sir James Blake, calling G5X1.
Sir James Blake calling G5X1. Sir James Blake calling G5X1. G1 calling. Sir James Blake calling G5X1.
Go ahead, Uncle Jimmy.
Don't talk, Bobby. Just listen.
Choose your words carefully, Sir James. An attempt to trick me would be unfortunate.
The radium tube for the death ray is concealed in Hope's black fox skin.
Give me the London operator.
An emissary will call for it in an hour.
Tell him it will be Daggett, your former butler.
It will be Daggett.
Daggett? Why, he's a crook, a racketeer.
Never mind. Do as you're told and say nothing to anyone.
You said it, I beg your pardon. I mean, righto.
Enough.
Daggett, you are to leave at once for Mallow Hall.
Right. Mallow Hall, we'll start at once.
The death ray will be demonstrated before noon, Count Bassett.
I presume this means war.
Such a war as will make the last one seem like the games of children.
Between your own pretty shoulders, my petite, should you ever try to leave me again.
So you betray us, huh?
For a few English pounds, you sell us to the police.
Put her upstairs with the other one. Place a guard upon the door.
Can you get me out?
If this fur is delivered to anyone, notify Scotland Yard at once. This supersedes all other orders. J.B.
Be careful, Daggett. The boy may try a trick.
Not him. Not while he knows his sister's life's at stake. Listen, young one. If you talk, well, don't. You understand?
Yes, sir. Put me through to Scotland Yard quickly.
Inspector Henderson speaking. Yes? Yes? Smart work, Bobby. Don't worry, we'll get them.
Broadcast to all cruising cars.
Hello? Yes. Yes, do that. Daggett has the tube. We will fly to Paris at once.
Your nephew seems to have obeyed orders implicitly, said James.
I sincerely hope so.
Now, don't try to talk. Just move your head. Grenade. Move your head. Tear gas. Now just keep quiet and you've got a chance to live.
There's no one in sight, but Julot will be watching. Oh, I'm afraid you'll be killed. I'll be killed if I remain here, and Uncle Jimmy, too. Quick, Mimi, the coat. Wait, Mademoiselle, the coat. Let me fix it.
We have decided that when Daggett arrives, it will be poetic justice to let you serve as the target for our demonstration.
Fortunately, if the tube arrives, it will be escorted by the police.
Ah! Your chance of rescue depends on a boy who dare not speak.
The coat. Let me fix it.
Oh, thanks, Jerry. You should have a medal for this job.
Skip the medal and make it an orchid. We're not out of this mess yet. Hope's up there somewhere, Jimmy.
She is. Take it easy, Jerry. Take it easy. She's not dead. Look here. Oh, she's fainted from fear.
Sir James, quick, this way.
Go on.
Forget them. They're not important. We have the death ray. And when Daggett arrives, we shall have the radium tube. We'll settle with them later.
trouble?
Robbers! They stole our...
That's our broadcast, Elf. Right. Hop in, son. Which way to go?
That way.
I say there's no sign of him yet.
Oh, he'll be here. You still got plenty of time to get to Paris.
Yes, I know. But I'd like to get there in one piece if possible.
Eddie, my man.
Good work, gentlemen. You'll take this.
You know, there was another one, but I fancy he's halfway to London by now. Hop in and we'll take you to Mallow Hall.
No, thanks. It's dawn, and I'll enjoy walking back.
Right you are.
Good luck, gentlemen.
But I tell you, we couldn't help it. The bobbies were right after us. Take it, Nicky. Gone with the wind.
Where is the black fox skin?
The bobbies took it along. It's at Scotland Yard by now. What do you want me to do?
Remain where you are and try not to make any more blunders. We will return to London immediately. Count Basil and the Duchess are in the cafe. Bring them in here.
Right.
I can enter or leave England at will. But I suggest disguises for the rest of you. The important thing is to hurry. We must be in London before Sir James Blake arrives.
I have a private ambulance. You can go as my nurse. Yes, Henderson, yes. Yes, I understand. We'll leave for London immediately. Right. Goodbye. Well, Jerry, you don't look badly in my clothes. I'll make you a present of that one.
Well, thanks, Jimmy, very much.
Take care of that tie. That's one of my favorites.
What's happened at home, Uncle Jimmy?
Things are moving fast in London. 2 of the spies have escaped, and the black fox skin has been lost and recovered.
Could the Scorpion know what's happened yet?
Quite likely. One of the spies escaped. And the death rays will be in London shortly, and the sooner we get started, the better.
There's your fur, Jimmy. And here are your thieves. I must say, it seems to me you're making a lot of fuss about a fur piece. What's the mystery?
It isn't the fur, Henderson. It's what's hidden in the fur. Or rather, what used to be hidden. Constable, bring the prisoners here. Now, Daggett, what have you done with that radium tube?
Is anything in the fur? I didn't know anything about it, Sir James. Ask Nicky, he'll tell you.
That's the truth, Sir James. Our orders were to pick up the fur and send Daggett to Paris with it. We weren't told any more.
Take them away. See that they're held incommunicado. We'll question them. Wait till it. Well?
Someone has removed that radium tube since the fur was taken from Mallow Hall. 6 people have had the opportunity. Yourself, Daggett, Nicky, the 2 constables who made the arrest, and Bobby. I wonder if by any chance that boy might have...
One blunder after another. You allow the police to capture the radium tube and then permit yourself to be trailed to your headquarters by a child. If this keeps up, my friend, you will soon leave my employ. By the river route. Where is this juvenile Sherlock Holmes?
There, in the closet.
How do you know that he doesn't have the radium tube? He had the opportunity to take it. Perhaps we can find a use for it. Bring him out and search him.
Yes, sir. Nothing here, Chief.
Well, young man, you come here uninvited. I should be very angry, but I'm not. In fact, I'm going to do you a favor. I shall take you to your uncle. I shall allow you to see him once before...
Before what?
Well, you'll know the answer to that in due time.
Inspector Henderson speaking. Just a minute. To you, Jimmy. Mallow Hall calling.
Sir James speaking.
Yes? Yes, Charles. Speaking. What's happened?
It's Master Bobby, Sir James. He hasn't returned home. We don't know what to do.
Hold the fort, Charles. We'll be right with you. Right.
What's the matter, Uncle Jimmy?
It's Bobby. He hasn't been home since he left this morning. We must leave immediately. Anderson, I'd like to have you go with us.
I'll follow you in a police car. Maybe I can find out something from the two men who made the arrest.
Right.
Hear anything?
No, nothing yet.
Hey, come back. Still, you won't get hurt, but if you start... Come on, man.
Quiet. I think I hear a motor.
Uncle Jimmy, look! It's Bobby's.
It's probably a trap, but we'll do our best.
Step on it, Jimmy.
Oh, are you hurt, dear?
I don't think so. Oh, what happened? Uncle Jimmy!
Come on, old boy.
Look out!
You let me go, you big bully. Uncle Jimmy's hurt and so is my sister. Let me go. Oh, if I could only get loose.
Drop that! The police are coming. It's Henderson.
Come on! Get back to your man! Come on, back like a man! Come on!
Try to head to Marlow Hall and hurry.
Do they have...
No, sir.
Jimmy, how did this happen? This was a deliberate attempt to destroy it. There goes their car now. Come on, Henderson.
too, Charles.
So? Hello, Charles.
Well, Charles, here we are back from Paris, and Master Bobby's with us.
I'm glad to see you safe, Sir Charles.
Thank you.
Well, Dr. Marshall is waiting for you in the laboratory.
Good, we'll go right in.
I posted my man at the gate, just in case.
Fine. Come on in the lab.
What are you doing here? I am to see Sir James Blake. Very well, sir. We'll see what Captain Hall has to say about that. Take your hands off me, I say.
I'm delighted you're safe, Jimmy. I was worried about you.
Thank you, Doctor.
While you were gone, Charles tells me this young man had some adventures.
I'll tell the cockeyed world.
You'll tell what?
The cockeyed world. Oh, an American expression, Uncle Jimmy. Jerry taught it to me.
So, well, I'll have to teach Jerry a few things.
Well, anyway, I have been having adventures. When Adolf sticks back to London, I tell...
Begging your pardon, sir, but this fellow says he wants to see Sir James.
This is the outrage. I have been humiliated. Sir James, Dr. Marshall, will you tell this person who I am?
He is a friend. Release him.
He's Baron Palinka, Constable.
Beg pardon, sir, but I was told not to take any chances. You were quite right, Constable.
But, Sir James, my car, it is broke up. I step in here to see if I could get the lift to London.
I think I can help you out. Now Bobby's found, I must be getting back to Scotland Yard.
Or you might give me a lift too, Inspector.
Gladly.
Then I'll bid you good night, gentlemen.
Good night, Sir James.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I'll call you in the morning, Henderson.
Right, Jimmy. I think so too, Jimmy.
That's the best I can do for memory, Uncle Jimmy.
I see. Well, I know the general location, but your map is rather vague. I wish I knew the exact house you followed Adolf into.
Maybe I'd know it if I saw it, but I don't believe I could take you to it, Uncle Jimmy.
And in the closet of that house, there is a coat and vest. And in the pocket of that vest, our radium tube is hidden in a pencil. That's a funny situation.
I did the best I could, Uncle Jimmy.
Why, of course you did, Bobby. I'm very proud of you. I want you to do one more thing for me.
Certainly, Uncle Jimmy. What is it?
These spies are getting their information in some way that I don't quite understand, as yet. And I want you to promise me that you'll keep this to yourself. Will you?
Of course I will, Uncle Jimmy.
That's a good lad. Now get some sleep. Good night, Bobby.
Good night, Uncle Jimmy.
Sir James Blake speaking at Manor Hall. Put me through to Inspector Liston of Scotland Yard. Yes. Urgent. Call me back. Are you there? Hello. Hello, Henderson. This is Jimmy. Yes. Now listen carefully. I want you to do something for me.
Well, that's very irregular, Jimmy. But it might be worth it.
At the bend in the road in 2 hours' time. Right. Goodbye.
Those 2 prisoners in the Blake case that we brought, we're taking them to Mallow Hall for questioning. Have them brought up right away.
Yes, Inspector.
And order a car. We're leaving here in just 1 hour.
Right, sir.
Known it wouldn't be there anymore. Blake has the radium tube by now, or if he hasn't, the boy knows what it is. He stole it.
You want us to know?
I want you to leave this job to me. I'll recover the tube without your bungling help. Hold yourself ready for a call.
Anything wrong, Inspector?
I don't know. I'll have a look. Give me a hand, will you?
What do you make of it? I couldn't rightly say, sir. But from the way the motor choked up, I suspect the carburetor's out of adjustment.
Oh, we'll see about that. Give them another shot to speed them on their way. They're going to lead Blake right where he wants to go.
Now you keep quiet and let me handle this.
Yes, gentlemen. Our car broke down a few miles back. We were on our way to London. Could you give us a lift? Oh, that I can. Off right in, gentlemen. Make yourselves comfortable. I like a bit of company driving at night. now, sir. That's for the trouble we put you to. It's been no trouble. It's been a pleasure, gentlemen. Good night. Good night, sir. Good night.
Gentlemen, how about a little bit of a helping hand? Slip in the copper, won't you?
There you are.
Thank you, me lord. I knew you had that kind heart. You've been followed. Keep away from headquarters. Take the little boy for a walk by the river. Thank you, me lord. I'll pray for you every night on me bended knees. Bless you, me lord. How about a little bit of helping hand? This is a copper. Oh, thank you, me lord. I'll pray for you every night on the bed.
Thank you very much.
Yes, me lord. And thank you too, me lord. You'll get your reward in heaven, sir. Yes, you will.
Sir James. Yes, it is.
Scorpion? Certainly not. He knocked me out. The next thing I knew, you came along. Bobby's disappeared.
Yes, I heard him scream. Was it the Scorpion?
Yes, but we'll find him if we have to search every foot of this rabbit warren.
I say, that'll finish him all right.
And good riddance, too.
Reward in heaven.
Did you get the radium tube?
No, but he knows most of his uncle's secrets. And as soon as he awakens, we'll find means to make him talk.
Late, Uncle, you mean, sir. We polished off Sir James a little while ago.
Excellent. You may spare me the details until later. Now we'll waken the boy.
Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy, I want to tell you.
Yes, Bobby? You wanted to tell Uncle Jimmy about the radium tube for the death ray?
Yes, Uncle Jimmy. I put it in the...
Yes? Yes, Bobby. You put it in...
No, I remember, Uncle Jimmy. I put it in the castle lodge. A stone over the heart. If I had a pencil, I could show you. One, two. That's the stone, Uncle Jimmy.
That is a crude but accurate drawing of the large fireplace.
But the boy is asleep.
Exactly. Awake, he might lie to us, but the subconscious mind always speaks the truth. At any rate, we can put it to the test. Adolf, Pedro.
Sheer nonsense. Bedtime stories. If I put my hands on the boy, I'd get the truth.
Righto. Look. Why, he's come to get us. Telephone, Bobby. We're behind Pier 17.
Right. Put me through a Scotland Yard quickly.
Come here. Wasting time. Up before the step. Come on,
Inspector Henderson, this is Bobby. We're in back up Pier 17. Hurry. Uncle Jimmy's awful.
Yes, Bobby? Yep. Davis, Mark Van Dickens, to the car entrance, immediately.
That's the blood I want. Come and leave.
Stand, all of you. Now move down there. Come here, Bobby. Nice work, Bobby. I presume the radium tube is in the pencil?
Sure. It must have been the Scorpion's vest I stuck it in.
It must have been.
Bobby. Stay close to me. Son?
Look out, Uncle Jimmy.
Close in, men.
Fair warning, men. I can take care of 5 or 6 of you.
I'll take him, Chauncey.
Yes, sir, we can take care of you.
Let's move in and get him. Let's take him.
Quick, get that pencil.
Some of you men cover the rear door.
They're in here, men.
Jimmy, the Scorpion isn't among this scum.
No. But thanks to Bobby here, we know that he's gone to the lodge at Mallow Hall. You all right, Bobby?
Yes, sir.
Fine. We may be able to trap him. Good. I have a car outside. Come along.
Where's the Duchess?
Nap, no doubt.
Then I'll head for the hall.
Let's go back to the hall, Jerry. We've tramped through every foot of these tunnels. Maybe Bobby's returned while we've been down here.
Wait. Here's something. Hope, I wish you'd go back to the hall. Perhaps Bobby has returned.
Oh, I'm not going back without you.
Sometimes you're frightfully difficult.
The old lodge house outside the grounds.
Certainly. This is the way they got into the hall without springing Jimmy's electrical traps.
Perhaps Bobby's here.
We'll soon find out. Please. We'd better get back to the hall.
Thought I heard something.
I didn't.
Stop.
Restrain yourself, Mr. Sheehan.
I will as soon as I tear that mask off.
Jerry, I'll kill you. Jerry.
Make a light and tie them up. The
second stone on the left side. So that's why you're here. Give me that tube.
What are you talking about?
Search them.
You sap, there's nothing on me.
Someone's outside.
Never mind, it's one of our men.
Blake and the police have raided again.
Blake, you told me that you would...
I know, but in he walks with a seaweed still in his hair. And Blake's got the radium tube. The boy hid it in your pocket.
Jerry, Bobby's safe.
Silence! You'll have the police here. Two of you take the cars and keep off the highway.
Okay.
But they'll find this way out, sir.
That emergency has been foreseen. I've prepared a means of closing the passage.
Throw a ring around the house. Don't shoot unless you're fired on. You stay in the car, Bobby.
Oh, gee, that's a death.
Light that. In 3 minutes, this section will be effectually cut off.
Looks as though our birds had flown.
Yes. Give me a match. Mine are wet. Thanks.
Hot.
Anderson, someone's been here recently.
Impossible. We'd have seen them leave as we came in.
They might not have left that way. Lift that table.
My word. What? I see. That's a way of escape.
Quite. And away into Mallow Hall past all my safeguards. Come on.
You can't go down there yet. Sounded like an explosion, boys. Look about.
I don't.
Down here.
I'm not so bad hurt, son. See about Anderson.
We'd better get him out of here before any more falls down.
Stay here until we hear from the chief. Unless Sir James and the police arrive first, eh, Peyton? Why, go on, hit me. Got a rope around my hand, but I'll put one around your neck before I'm through.
If that ever happens, you'll never live to see it.
Enough! Bungler, we've captured the inventor of the death ray, the man we need, and you would destroy him.
Thanks. I'll ask the hangman to adjust your noose, please.
Jerry, please.
Pedro, you will remain here with the prisoners until you hear from me.
Yes.
You and Adolf clear out of here. You'll be summoned by number 7.
Yes.
No trace of them in the tunnels we've been able to search. Sir James sustained a severe shock. Check outside.
But you know, sir, open Jerry may have been done away with.
Now, Bobby, don't you worry. Remember this, the Scorpion will preserve the inventors of the death ray until he has that machine intact. And in the meantime, Inspector Henderson and his men are doing everything that it is possible to do. Don't forget that now.
I must see Sir James at once.
Sorry, Sir James is not receiving any visitors.
But this is important. I am Baron Palinka.
It's all right, Constable. Baron may come up.
Right, sir?
Ah, Dr. Marshall. Thanks.
Charles, tell Sir James Baron Palinka would like to see him for a moment.
Quite right, sir.
Sir James is ill. Your visit must be short.
Thank you, Doctor.
And fortunately, Bobby, the Scorpion cannot operate the death ray without the radium tube.
That's right. And he doesn't know.
What is it, Charles?
Baron Palinka, sir.
Very well, Charles.
Sir James, what has happened?
Oh, nothing of consequence, Baron.
What is this rumor I hear about the death ray, it being stolen?
Won't you sit down, Baron? You may assure your colleagues, Baron, that which has been stolen will not benefit the enemies of peace.
But the Scorpion, is there no clue as to his identity?
The Scorpion is someone who is familiar with this castle. Someone who knows my movements and those of my friends.
You're working with a gang of men that are all headed for the news. You can't get away with this in any country. Certainly not in England. I'm giving you the straight dope. Turn us loose and I'll have your sentence commuted to life imprisonment.
You try and insult me. My instructions are not to kill. But I might forget my instructions. That, my friend, is just the beginning. This is for the insult.
Jerry, I killed a man.
No such luck. Forget it. There's a knife in my left hip pocket. Cut these ropes. Enough rope to tie this baby up.
You may say, Baron, that I will call a meeting shortly to convince everyone that the cause of peace is not lost.
I am greatly relieved, Sir James.
So am I. If you'll give me a lift to London, Baron, I'll make a report to the Peace Society.
I shall be delighted, Dr. Marshall. Goodbye, Sir James, and a speedy recovery.
Thank you very much.
Bobby. Master Bobby has gone, sir.
Gone?
He concealed himself in the Baron's car when the gentleman left. Should I have interfered, sir?
No. Send Henderson in here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, by the way, Charles, I've mislaid a black pencil. Seen anything of it?
No, sir. I'll make a search for it, sir.
Very good.
I can have the car picked up.
Yo, that boy knows what he's doing. We'd best not appear to know anything until we've learned a lot more.
Come on, step lively, or I'll turn you loose and give you another boxing lesson.
Why, Jerry, what is the meaning of all this?
Prisoner for you, Jimmy.
It's a Scorpion.
This is a Scorpion. Why, absolutely.
But we've seen him.
And this mug can give you the lowdown. You ran into him in the tunnel. On the way back through, we collected this Scorpion's masquerade costume.
Well, you two have done your stunt for today. Go get some food and some rest. Henderson and I have considerable talk with this, gentleman.
Save your talk.
I'm trying to save your neck, my friend.
He's not worth the trouble, Jimmy. Let him hang.
Thanks for the lift, Aaron.
I am always glad to aid business.
Thanks again.
Take your choice, my man. Whether you talk or not, I have evidence enough to lock you up for a long term.
I've told you all I can. I don't know any names. We've all got numbers. Scorpion is number 1. None of us have ever seen him without his mask.
How are you called to a meeting?
No woman in Limehouse. She's number 7 and knows where to find us.
I think I know the lady. Henderson, do you mind calling the yard? It might be worthwhile to check up on number 7.
Seven? Tell Count Basil to join me at once in the usual place. I have secured what he is waiting for.
The police guard the river and the passage entrance.
Are the police infallible? Tell him to come to the passage. We'll be safe. You're prompt, Count Back.
I have need to be. My principals are impatient with the delay.
You are ready with the cash?
I have already explained that I will give you unquestioned guarantees and signatures. Is that the instrument?
Show me those signatures again, and I will demonstrate the ray.
Quiet, your uncle's in there. It's a trap for the Scorpion.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Sir James Blake.
Now I'm going to take her and look at your thing.
Here, this way.
The Scorpion!
The Scorpion in the eye. It's Uncle Jimmy.
Here's how they got away, Inspector.
And after them. Oh. Whatever that fellow hit me with, it wasn't a sponge. Oh, hello, Bobby. What are you doing here?
Did he get his money?
No. He refuses to pay until he sees a demonstration. He'll have that in a days. See if the street's clear.
All clear, sir.
And so I tailed, oh, pardon me, Uncle Jimmy, I mean followed. I followed Count Basil here.
Well, do you think you could find the house again, Bobby?
You're darn tootin', sir. Why, it's just around the corner.
We'll put a watch on that place, Henderson, with no arrests. Until that death ray is safely in our possession, not one of our lives is worth sixpence. Come along.
That's the place.
It's Basil Hall.
Yes, but we dare not make a move until we know where the Scorpion and the death ray are. I'll keep watch here. You'd better take Bobby back to the yard.
Right. I'll send a man to relieve you. Come on, Bobby.
Well, I still think my deductions are correct.
And what are your deductions, Bobby?
Well, my theory is...
Is Sir James in?
No, sir.
Then I will speak to Miss Hope or Mr. Sheehan, please.
Very well, Baron.
Thank you.
I'd simply place myself in the Scorpion's position. I'd ask myself the question, Where, if I were the Scorpion, would I hide the death ray?
Very clever indeed. Well, where would you hide it?
A place where we would least suspect it. Here in Mallow Hall. Probably in one of the underground passages.
Baron Polinka. Am I interrupting?
Not at all. Bobby and I were just leaving.
Dr. Marshall.
Oh, why?
I'll talk to you about it. Bobby, did you mean what you said about the death ray being hidden in Mallow Hall?
Why, certainly.
This is very pleasant, but I'm quite surprised, Baron.
Surprised that I am interested in research for the death ray? I do not understand, Doctor.
Oh, no. Quite naturally.
Why, certainly. It's what they call the process of emancipation. All good detectives use it.
You couldn't by any chance mean the process of elimination?
Well, maybe. You just see that if the death ray isn't in one place, it must be in another. That's logic, isn't it?
Here.
What's this for?
We're just going to follow your hunch. You first, Sherlock Jr.
Very well, Watson.
Mr. Sheehan.
It's been nice seeing you again.
Thank you.
I have a bit of a headache. I'll see you to the door, Baron, and then I'll take a little rest.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye, Doctor.
Bye, Baron.
Mallow Hall, calling Inspector Henderson at Scotland Yard. No thanks, I'll wait. Inspector Henderson speaking.
Oh, hello, Jerry. No, Jimmy's not here.
Polinka has just been here. I don't know why, but I'm just a little suspicious of him. I thought Jimmy should know. Hope and Bobby know they're all right.
Well, keep an eye on them. Don't let them stray into those underground passages. I'll get in touch with Jimmy immediately.
Someone is taking the batteries out of my light.
Mine's empty, too.
Let's try this one.
Yes? Who is this speaking? I will not be frightened. If that were true, you would tell me who you are and the source of your information. I have... Hello.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Could I trouble you for a match? Thanks. Anything new?
Not a thing.
Just a moment. Follow it. And call the yard as soon as you see where he's going. I'll tell Henderson.
Righto.
He's broken cover. Scared, no doubt. Which probably means he's headed for Paris. And we'll have to follow.
And the Scorpion will deliver the death ray there.
Right. You'd better come with me to Mallow Hall, Henderson. We have a lot to do.
Right away. When Sergeant Dickens calls, tell him I'm at Mallow Hall and to report anything new immediately.
Yes, sir.
Come along, Jimmy. Charles! Charles!
Bobby, I'm afraid we're lost.
Don't worry, Hope. I'm doing a